Today, I'm going to show you guys how to make a thumbnail like this. I got in a lot of comments, DMs, and just stuff like that, asking how I make my thumbnails or if I can make thumbnails for them. So today, I decided I'm finally giving you guys what you wanted, and I'm going to make a thumbnail tutorial. Now, this is something unlike things that I've done before on my channel, but yeah, it's a highly requested thing, and I decided why not do it. So let's just get right into the tutorial. So first, you are going to need two applications. One, Blender, which is a free software you can model anything. And yeah, that's what I use to make my thumbnail renders. And secondly, you're gonna need Photoshop. This is a paid application where you do have to pay a little bit of money every month. It costs, I think, around $20 a month, but if you're willing to do that for YouTube, then make sure to buy it because it's very worth it. But there are some cheaper alternatives that you can use which work just as fine. I mean, they don't have some of the premium options that Photoshop does, but if you are looking for some free options, there are a few. Like, there's Photopea, which is something that I used before I got Photoshop. There's, I think, Pixel Art, or Pixar, I'm not really sure what it's called. I have it on the screen right now. And yeah, those are some of the best, like, cheap or free alternatives that I know. And yeah, I highly suggest using those if you can't get Photoshop. And you can do everything for free if you do that. But yeah, anyways, let's get into the Blender part so I can show you guys how you do that. Okay, so I just opened Blender, and as you can see, I have like a little Roblox character render thingy here. And if you want to know how you get one of these, I will have another video linked in the description for you to watch before or after this. I don't really know. You can watch it in any order. Or I might have the download file in the description. I don't really know. But yeah, so once you get this little thingy, you're going to want to select the head, click on the file thingy, and obviously I'm going to blur my files because I don't want to leak anything. But yeah, like if I want to get something for mine, as you can see, I go here, I just select the handle texture, and there we go. Now, it is now my character. And if I want to get my accessories in here, well, I'll show you guys how to do that. Okay, so, I kind of forgot to mention this, but if you want to get your character texture and render and, like, accessories and just stuff like that, you're going to want to go to Roblox Studio. So, you get the Load Character plugin by Already Pro. So, you go here, you type your username, like mine is Eddie_ReadyGaming. Then you spawn in R6. Like, this is my new Christmas avatar, so I'm gonna actually use that for my new, like, thumbnail. So, to do that, you go here, you select your character, press export selection. Now, just choose the files that you want to put it in. Like me, I have a very special place for, well, my renders. So, I will title it Eddie Christmas Character. So, I'll save that. And to get your accessories in there, you want to select all your accessories that you want in there. Like, I will get my bucket hat. I don't think I need my scarf, but no, I'll keep it. I will get rid of my certified yapper text because I don't really need that in the thumbnail. Same for the Christmas. I mean the Santa. I'm fine with everything else. So, you select one and hold control and just select everything else that you want in your thumbnail. Now, export selection again, and I will title this Eddie Christmas Character Accessories. And now we save that as well. And you're good there. So now you can just close Roblox Studio. Actually, no. We need one more thing. So depending on the game you're playing, you want to go here. And like, as you can see, I have a ton of searches here. So like, if you want to make like a BedWars thumbnail, like Roblox BedWars, you go here. You get the diamond sword. You go here. You save the selection. And just title it like BedWars diamond sword. And there you go. Or if you want to get like a kit in the background of the video, you just go here. And you have Whim. And do the exact same thing. But I'm not going to need these so we can delete them and we can close Roblox Studio. So now back into Blender. I'm going to change my thingy, like my texture, to be my Christmas character. That's not my Christmas character, it's probably this one. There we go. And there's my very stupid face. So we'll go here. To get the accessories, you go to Import, Wavefront OBJ, and just find the file that you were looking for. I suggest making your own like separate files for this so you don't get anything mixed up, which is what I do. And it keeps everything really clean and sorted for me. Anyways, let me find my Christmas accessories. And where are they? Oh yeah, that's one thing that I forgot to do. So, let me delete this again. And this is a very important step that I forgot to mention. So, back into Roblox Studio. You go to your plugins, you load your character again. Because I forgot to do something very important for my render. So, we go here. And what you're supposed to do is you need to put your Roblox character at 0, 3, 0. So that way when you save it, it won't be like all like messy and stuff when you put it in Blender. So let me just resave these. And for anything else that isn't your Roblox character, like, we'll just say you want a car in your thumbnail. You just grab this and make sure to have it at 000. So that way it's not going to get messed up in your Blender. But obviously I'm not going to use this. So we can close Roblox Studio again. So, back to the file, import, wavefront obj, and let me find my accessories, which are right here. And there we go. What happened? Give me a second. Okay, I got it working, but yeah, if you look at my eyes, you actually can't do character, like, things that, like, have the shading of this. So, yeah, they're just gonna get blacked out, but it's fine. You can fix that in Blender. I mean, Photoshop, I think. But yeah, now that we got everything else done, this is gonna be a really quick and easy process. So, you wanna go here to your Roblox character, select it, go to pose mode, and just pose something. Like, I'm gonna do a very basic pose, but we will do, like, we'll make it look like my character's floating a little bit. So we'll do this, we'll move the legs back, and up like this, move them around like this, like here, and we'll turn it a little bit, and now we will move this, move it up to the left and back, and we'll make it look like I'm looking at the thumbnail, like I'm looking at something. So we'll turn this over here, make it look up, get the accessories, turn them a little bit too, and as you can see, they're not really positioned right, so I'll move it over here, and there we go. And I'll make my character point at it, so we'll move it like this, and we'll move it up a point. There we go, it looks fine. And if I want to get like a gun in here or something, like let's just say you're making a Rivals thumbnail, which is something that I do on my channel a lot. So you go here, same thing as usual, you go here, and you just find the gun that you want in your file. So I just get a paintball gun, which is a gun from Rivals. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically just a shooter game. So, I'll grab this, and I will position my hand to be holding it. So I'll turn it like this, and there we go. Now you just move it front a little bit, and you just want to make sure that it's like perfectly aligned, like with a little handle. And there we go, we got it right. And now I just move it a little to the center of my hand, so it looks a little bit better. And let me just move this down a little bit. I'll turn this also down a little bit. There we go. And it's perfectly aligned again. I mean, on one side at least. No, I'll turn it a little more. And we'll just position it back with my character. There we go. And now the gun, it is a little bit unpositioned again. And then we just fix that. And there we go. So now I move this to the y-axis. And then we just go here. You click add camera. Then you turn this out. You move it over here. And you just check. You want to make sure that your full character is in the frame. So you just keep doing this until you see it's perfect. And you can see that my hats aren't really that well aligned. So we fix that. And also, if you want to see how you, like, if you want to learn how you move your mouse like this, you press the middle button in your mouse. Or if you want to move it around like this, you hold the shift key and you also hold the middle button in your mouse. So I just thought that would help a little bit. Instead of like actually just pressing this and moving it around, you know? But yeah, anyways, we're gonna go here. We change the color to sky texture. Also, you want to change this, by the way, to the fourth option here. You want to change this to Freeham, or I don't know how you pronounce it. And for the strength, it really depends on your character or what kind of like thumbnail you want for your like your render. But I like really cartoony style, so I'm gonna go for 1.5 in the strength. That makes it a lot brighter. So you go here to the little render property options. You change the device to GPU compute. Turn on denoise. Passes none. You want to change this to optics. And same thing here. Then you want to go to film. Change this to transparent, and it'll remove the background. So now it'll be perfect for you to render. So you just go to render, render image. And now you just wait for that to render a little bit. Now, for the background, depending on what game you're playing in Roblox, let's just say you're playing Rivals. So you join a game. And this is what I do for my Rivals thumbnails. Like, you can do literally anything else. But yeah, you can just follow these steps for literally any game. It doesn't matter. So you load into the game, and let's just say you want to get like a frame of the game, like the background. So you just go here, and you just take a picture of it. Now I already have a few pictures that I'm gonna use, but yeah, that's basically what you need to do. So you just need to like take a picture of whatever you want. Like if you want something in the shooting range, you go here, just choose like a random loadout, and you just take a picture of like this. Make sure to hide your cursor though, so it doesn't get in the way. So while this finishes rendering, we're gonna open Photoshop. Okay, now that Photoshop is opened, we're gonna go here. We go to File, New, and make sure you have 1280 by 720 selected, and click Create. Now, like I said, I already have a background selected. I'll just get this. Like, this is a temporary background. I'll change it later, but I just thought this would be the most simple, because it's what I do on most of my videos, and yeah, it'll look the best for a lot of videos. Like if you're a Rivals YouTuber, or if you want to do BedWars, just go into the game and just select the picture. Or if you make videos on literally any game, just do the same thing. Just go into the game, take a picture of it, and yeah, just make a render and make sure it fits perfectly in here. Now that my render is done, we're gonna go to Image, Save As. But I'm gonna save it, I'll just name it Eddie Fly Point, because I don't really know what else to name it. So now we can close this. We'll go to File, Open. Now go to the file you saved it in, and just select it, and here it is. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna select it, copy this, close this, paste it in here, and there we go. Now we have it in here, and it looks really nice. So I'm gonna change this, make it a little bit bigger. And as you guys can see, it's not exactly what it looks like in my other thumbnails. So what we do to fix that is, we go here, we add a stroke, and we have a second stroke. And hold on, let me change this to black. So I have two strokes. I have one on black at 7, and I have a second one that's white on 11. And if you want to know how you get two strokes at once, you basically just press this plus button right here and it'll add another one. And also add an outer glow to make it look better. Since my character is red, I'll make this red as well. And I'll add a drop shadow. And this is up to you, but you can add a bevel and emboss, which is something that I don't really like, so I don't do it. But it could look better, depending on whatever you're doing. So now to make it like more colorful and vibrant, we go to Filter, Camera Raw Filter, wait for it to open. Now go to Light, Exposure, depending on how bright your character is or how cartoony you want it to look. I increase it a little bit. I just say like 0.35, sorry. Contrast, drag it basically all the way up because it's a red character. So it really just depends on the color of your character and how cartoony you want it to look. So you can just play it around with it yourself and see what you like best. But this is what I do with my characters because I like the cartoony style. So highlights, I put it up a lot. Shadow, I drop it down a little bit. Now, since this character is red, we want to increase the temperature to yellow a little bit. But if it was like blue, purple, like any darker colors like that, you want to make it blue a little bit, like -5, I guess. But since it's not, I'm going to change it to +11. Now, saturation, we want to put this high up because it's a red character, but not too high up because, as you can see, it looks ugly there. So we'll leave it like right here in the middle. Then we go to effects. Texture, you want to put this all the way up and press OK. And there you go. It's already looking so much better. It looks way better than we had before because if I deselect this, see? Huge difference, right? And it still doesn't quite fit. Like, it looks a little off. So we're going to go to File, Open, and I'm going to add a shadow. You can find one of these on Google. Just search shadow, like transparent or whatever, and you should be able to find one that looks just fine. But this is just one that I use, but unfortunately I can't put a download link in the description, which kind of sucks. So yeah, just go on Google and you can hopefully find one yourself. So there we go, we drop it here. And since I'm flying a little bit, you want to put it a little lower so it gives a depth of it flying. And I'll make it a little bit smaller. And see, it looks like I'm flying. It makes it look so much better, see? And for the background, since you don't want it to stand out too much, you grab the blur tool. And we're going to blur the whole thing because we don't want it to get the attention of the viewer. So let me just blur the whole thing quickly. And there we go. Now it won't be a distraction to your viewer because as you can see, huge difference, right? But it's still quite a bit distraction. So you want to go to the background, press OK, and change the layer to black. Change the opacity to, what I do is like 25. Put the background over this. I mean under, my bad. And there you go. It makes it look a lot darker too. So you don't get that much attention. And since this is the thumbnail for this video, the video that we're watching right now, I'm going to go here, go to File. And this is one of my previous thumbnails, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to open this, copy it, paste it in here. And I'll put this right here. Add a stroke, not a texture. There we go, I'll add a glow. a drop shadow, and there we go. And I'll add the text for this thumbnail. I'll just say like how to make, and the font that I use is Luckiest Guy. I think it catches the attention of a majority of viewers and it looks for the best. So I'll position it right here because this is the only spot where we have empty space. So it'll look best right here instead of like right here covering anything. And it just catches the attention of the viewer the most. So we go here, add a bevel and emboss. Bevel and emboss, my bad. Actually, no, it doesn't look that good. But we'll add a drop shadow. As you can see, it makes it look so much better. We'll add like a slight stroke. I'll do 4. And I'll just add a bevel and emboss because why not? We will add a stroke. We'll make it, an outer glow. Sorry, I cannot talk right now. But we'll add a red outer glow just like everything else because that's what we've been doing. And if you want to add like a gradient, which is something that I do a lot, you just go here and just select what you want to do. Like, I'll just do like this. Like, see? But just customize it to whatever you want to do. So, I'm going to press OK. And if you want to make text that I use in some of my thumbnails, what you want to do is you want to unselect all of these. No, you can give the bevel and emboss actually. But, I'll increase this back to 7. I'll make this orange. And there you go. You want to make it like a similar color to your gradient. So we'll copy it, paste it, and we'll put it back in here. Like, we'll have 2 layers. Now for the second one, you wanna take away the bevel and emboss, take away the gradient, and now you wanna change the color to be a little bit darker, like just a little bit. Now we're gonna copy this number. We're gonna go to color overlay, paste it in here, and now we're gonna drag the second layer under the first one that we have, and we're gonna move it down a little bit. As you can see, it works as like a shadow. So we're going to save these 2. We're going to merge them together. And we're going to add bevel and emboss. Add another stroke, make it black. Change it to 4. Now we're going to change the outer glow. Make it orange. And add a drop shadow. As you can see, it looks really good. But if you want to make it better, go back to camera raw filter. And you just want to increase this a little bit. Increase the contrast. Decrease the highlights. Decrease the shadows a lot. And here you want to make the temperature a little higher. We're going to add a ton of saturation and increase the texture to 100. And there we go. It looks a lot better and it stands out a lot more. And let's just say you want to be a bit clickbaity. You're going to go to File, Open, and we're going to get a red clickbait arrow. And you want to point it to whatever's going to, like whatever you want the viewer to look at. So, I'll move it like this. I'll make it a little smaller. And there we go. Like, sometimes it doesn't look good, so for this thumbnail, I'm not going to use it. But if you want to, like, use it yourself, go for it. Just search on Google, search, like, red clickbait arrow or something, and it should be one of the first options. Alright, also, if you want to save this, just go to File, go to Export, and Export As, and just save it. Like, as you can see, you go here, check everything's right, and press Export, and just save it on your computer. But yeah, that's how you make thumbnails like I do. This is what I do, and yeah, overall it's a really quick process if you want to do them quick. Like, I can make a thumbnail in like 20-30 minutes depending on how complicated it is. Sometimes it takes like an hour, but a majority of thumbnails are quick. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, make sure to subscribe, and if you have any questions for me, make sure to let me know in the comments. I'll make sure to answer as many as I can. So yeah, if you have any questions or concerns, let me know in the comments, please. I'll make sure to answer you. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this video, and yeah, I'll see you on tomorrow's video. So yeah, bye.